YouTube, there is a serious problem that needs to be addressed, and I'm here to do that. Furry haters are, for some reason, very, very, very popular on YouTube, and you know, it hurts. Because the thing about furries, we are not people who like it for sexual reasons. Those are zoophiles, those are people with bestiality, those are not in any way, shape, or form furries. Furries are people who have an enthusiasm for anthropomorphic animal characters in the same way that one would have an enthusiasm for anime. And to prove to you that we are people, I'm going to do something crazy that most fursuiters would never do on camera. Okay? Bear with me for this one, y'all, especially for my furry audience. Taking one for the team here. Furries are people. Shocker, I know. But, just like your anime cosplayers, we're people too. Unfortunately, even with people who make content I like, that talk about, like, emo edgelord 14-year-olds from 2014 and the horrors of skibbity toilet kids. Unfortunately, a lot of the people who make stuff like that also diss on furries. And that hurts. And I hate that I have to name two people in specifics, but we have reached that point. And the two that I am calling out are Ween and Dark Dom. Now, I know there is a very low chance of you actually seeing my stuff, even if I tag you in the description, which I haven't written the description yet. You can't make assumptions about an entire fandom based on a few individuals. So basically, you can't say that all furries are think of fursuits as sexual, like sex toys, and like want to have sex with animals. In the same way that I can't say that all anime fans like big boobs and want to have sex with the female characters. I can't say that because that's not true. My brother just likes it because he likes the stories and stuff like that. I like it because anthropomorphic animal characters are fun to draw and to design. Because I, for one, grew up watching a lot of shows with anthropomorphic animal characters. Like your Mickey Mouse. That is a great example of an anthropomorphic animal character. And y'all never hated on Mickey Mouse, so why hate on furries if you wouldn't do the same for Mickey Mouse? That's just what it comes down to. I mean, don't get me wrong. Before I realized that Dark Dom and Ween and all of them did that kind of stuff, I actually really liked their content. Like, the whole I'm 14 and this is deep videos, and discussing the atrocities of brain rot, which, don't get me wrong, it's awful. I often rant about how Gen Alpha is doomed and how I'm worried for my little sister. But the second you switch from talking about brain rot to dissing on furries, I just have to cut you out. And you could have... I mean, I know y'all have got fan bases of, like, millions of people, but... And I know that my non-support would not really affect you at all. But, that being said, I'm just not going to watch your stuff anymore if you're going to diss on furries like that. Now, I do want to mention one thing, because there is one user that has stuck out to me in terms of furry content while not being a furry, and that is Connor Pugs. Now, yes, I did uncover a old video from like a couple years ago about him telling a story of a furry kid who said that this one other person was like, "Oh, you're so delicious, I'm gonna eat you." Insert from post, because I forgot to do this. In the video at the very beginning, he mentioned that if you're a furry and you watch his channel, he's cool with that, as long as you don't do weird stuff, and he's cool with furries. And for the record, furries are not like that. I mean, look at me. I'm just a person who likes to play Mario Kart and watch dumb videos on YouTube on my TV. But me dressing up in an animal costume doesn't make me any less human than anyone else. It's like your anime cosplayers. People spend time, effort, and money on these nice, expensive costumes. And they look pretty awesome. Both furry and anime cosplays. What I'm trying to say is, don't make assumptions about an entire group of people based on the actions of a few individuals. A majority of the furry fandom is actually genuine and wholesome, and does not stand at all for zoophilia, for bestiality, for any of that shit. So please, don't judge an entire fandom by the actions of a few. I'm just starting this now so I don't have to deal with taking my paws off to start the video. This is take 2. Our first time we did this, the background wasn't interesting enough, and English didn't work. So, yay. Take 2. Also, you're suiting up with me now. This is how I do my thing before I go out. Please ignore the Among Us tapestry. I got that several years ago, and I just don't have anything big enough to replace it, so it's staying. For all of you guys who like to make comments about what's in my backgrounds. Also, no hating on Midnight. Okay. Ow! Earrings, am I right? Yay. I did a thing. Anyways. Yay. Okay. Probably have. Obviously, but whoa, I did it! I think take 2. Do you guys think take 2 was successful? Obviously, you guys never saw take 1. I deleted it. But yay, I did it.